All right, welcome back. More Ultimate Wolverine. This is issue number 7. So, to recap what happened last time, Wolverine broke free with the help of Legion, and now he's with the opposition, the resistance group against the Eurasian Republic, the leaders, which is Magik, Colossus, and Omega Red, led by their brother, their older brother. So, having broken free, Wolverine is now kind of thinking about what he's done and the decisions he's made underneath the moniker of Winter Soldier. So let's hop in and see how he's doing, because we start on top of a nuclear power plant, or an abandoned nuclear power plant, where the opposition starts as he smells somebody walk up, and it's Kitty Pryde. She's like, hey yourself, Kitty. What are you doing up here? We were looking for you. We thought you ran away. I'm just thinking about who and what I am, as he looks down at the mask, the Winter Soldier mask. And so Kitty, trying to comfort Logan, tells him, you know what you are is, and he interrupts, I'm a killer. I was wound up, they turned me loose, it was already inside me. I appreciate the pep talk, kid, but no matter what I do or what I try to think or convince myself, I know it's my hands that did it. And we see that he does remember his actions as the Winter Soldier, at least some of them, because he's talking about Kurt and Raven, how he slaughtered them. And Kitty says, Kurt and Raven joined this fight because they believed in it. They knew the risks. You didn't force them to make that choice. They didn't die at your hands, Logan. They died at the hands of the Eurasian Republic. Their oppressors and your oppressors. Don't forget that, which is both true and incorrect. I mean, at the end of the day, it was technically his hands. He was turned into a weapon, but it's just down to your preference. I do believe that it is Eurasian Public's fault. At the end of the day, it really is. But he just feels bad about himself. And he tells Kitty the people in the resistance group, they're scared of Logan. And I don't blame them, because I have these adamantium claws. He didn't have the adamantium claws when he was with them originally. He still had bone claws. But now they know that the murder weapon is inside of him, as he does a little snicked. And so he says that he wishes he stayed away, holed up in some backwoods podunk town, and never gotten involved with the opposition. Because I remember bits and pieces, intense moments, they come and go like memories of a bad dream. They pull at my heart, and they're heavy. And so Kitty Pryde reminds him, do you remember why you joined the opposition? I do. It's because you saw what was happening to other people, Logan. People like you, and you wanted to help them. This is war. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. Sometimes you do things you never thought you do or could do, but you do them because you must. You fight. And I've never known a better fighter in my life. You clawed your way free from death itself. That's not nothing. Just remember why you did this. Not the bad stuff. Not what the Eurasian Republic did. What they made you do. But think about the choice you made to give up everything to come here and fight. Basically giving him the pep talk that he needs. And says, that's why we have each other. We're always each other's reminders. Now come on down and see Mikhail and Abigail. They have a meeting. It's a family affair, which means you. Basically saying you're part of the family whether you like it or not. Stop brooding about the things you've done, even though they are terrible things, and just accept that you are here already at the opposition. And so now we see what the scientists are up to, because they lost the Eurasian Republic's famous weapon that they were pleading for the last 4 issues wasn't going to go astray and was going to help them all, because they say that he's vanished from the face of the earth. And so they're like, where is the Winter Soldier? As somebody walks in, and it's Omega Red. It falls on me to report that the leaders have indeed found out about your failure. So they're there to basically kill her for losing the Winter Soldier weapon that they were trying to get rid of anyways. They didn't think it was a good idea, because having an untamed dog on a leash is still an untamed dog. So Omega Red grabs her, starts dragging her back to Magik. We have an appointment to keep up with Doctor, but we need to make a stop in Limbo. If you don't know Magik, she is the Sorceress Supreme of Limbo. She's conquered that dimension, and it looks like this is the same in this universe. And so back to Wolverine and Kitty Pryde. They're going to the meeting. Meanwhile, somebody shows up. Hey, Runt. Nice to see you got yourself and your brain back, what little there is. It's Sabretooth, who is like Wolverine's, I would say not blood brother, I'm sorry, brother in arms, brothers by experience. And of course, Wolverine is pissed because they made a promise that Wolverine would be killed by Sabretooth if he ever became this weapon, which Sabretooth failed to do. So Wolverine, of course, is like, I trusted you. What are you doing? I asked you for a big favor, Victor, and you didn't hold your end of the deal. And so Victor explains what he's talking about because Kitty Pryde has no idea what he's talking about. This guy wanted me to kill him, and I didn't, so now he's mad about it. And Logan pipes in, that's not the full of it. I asked you to take care of me if they ever caught me. We know what they do to people's minds. We've seen it with Yuri, Jono. I can go on. And Victor says, well, it's not like I had a chance to do it. The first time I saw you, you showed up in my bar, and I thought I could save you. And last I checked, I did that because he brought him over to the opposition to get his brain saved. And he says, you might as well say thank you. So we have our heated rivalry between Wolverine and Sabretooth, basically because they're a little bit mad at each other. I'm sure that bond or that little feud will go away because Wolverine's upset. I have dead friends now, Victor. That blood's on my hands, but yours ain't so clean neither. And then they growl at each other until Kitty kicks them off and says, shut up, get out of here. But I doubt that's lasting very long. And now we pick up at Limbo with Dr. Prostovich. You've been very bad, and the bad must be punished. This is a crazy realm to bring just a regular person to punish. But it's basically just showing what Magik is capable of, and then also showing the doctor that, I have real threats. Have you not heard the whispers of Limbo? It is very real, which is why it is best for you not to make mistakes or lose property, because there are hungry things here, and I am all too eager to throw them your bones. As we see the creatures start crawling up, and before they even are able to do that and kill the doctor, Magik says, this is my domain, my true kingdom. Its demons are my servants, and for your failure, do not think that they are not prepared to rip you limb from limb. Scream, doctor. Feel the pain in your joints, the ache in your muscles. Feel the fingers tear through your clothes, breaking skin. And as the doctor pleads, please, please save me. Do not do this. I have a way to save and destroy them all. I beg for forgiveness, leader Rasputin. And so Magik says, yes, beg like the dog you are. As we go back to the opposition, Mikhail here stands up in front of everybody and introduces Logan, says, hey, new members, this is Logan. You don't know who this is, but he has returned with us. He's a prime fighter for the opposition, and he will be again, so we will be lucky. I understand there may be some anxiety about what he's done, some fear. Though those scars of experimentation remain, the Winter Soldier program has been overridden by the one, which is Legion. We saw that before. So this is just the introductory for Logan saying, hey, everybody, he's good. He's with us. No, don't fear Logan. Please think of him as your ally. I have quite an education on the subject myself. I, too, come from the enemy. I was once their ruthless leader, so I know that trust can be earned. It pains me, yes, that I now fight my beloved siblings in the struggle, but they are lost. They pledge fealty to one alone, the dark secret of our world. But the truth has awakened in me. While my brother and sister tortured their own kind for nefarious means, I knew that a counterweight must be provided to strike back. I had begun secretly coordinating the opposition strategy with the McCoy and Brand, but I took the next step without fear, faking my own death. I teleported clear to safety. So this is how the opposition was created. He saw that there is imbalance and did not agree with his fellow mutants and siblings' way of life. They listen to the Maker and go one way, while he wants to look out for his fellow brethren and go the other. It was finished. I no longer took orders from a hidden dictator pulling strings. Instead, I fight for my country, for my people. I fight for the opposition. But too often it feels like a fight against a tidal wave that dooms all progress. As Abigail pipes in, welcome everybody. The Republic is on the defensive. They have developed new weapons, and we have taken serious casualties, lost 2 bases, one near East Berlin and the other in Smolsnik. But still, we have one advantage. We've taken off their greatest weapon, the Winter Soldier, which is also Wolverine. I don't know why it took so long to say that. This is probably the greatest miscalculation of the Republic, the resilience on biological living weapons. They seek to weaponize mutant kind, which is why we have selected an offensive mission as our next move, one that targets that miscalculation. A prison on Snake Island in the Black Sea, known as the name of Stabilin. Dr. Alonia Prostovich has her minions there experimenting on mutants from across the globe, turning them into abominations. This base appears on no maps or databases. We only know it exists because the one picked up fragmentary coordinates when probing Logan's brain. So this is like a mutant holding simulation, and that's where Jean Grey is. At least that's only the mutant we've seen so far. I wonder how many other original X-Men members are there. Because it's not going to be Storm. Storm's with Black Panther right now. But if we get my boy Cyclops, I'm cooking. Local intel helped verify its existence and provided these photos of prisoners arriving at the locations. Locals believe the prison to be a benign government facility. And so Hank, Beast, jumps in, piggybacking off of what Miss Brand just said. Imparting our intelligence indicates that the Republic's army has increased its presence around Stabilin. This, of course, means that we will be utilizing a highly skilled team to infiltrate the location. I've collated a list of names and prime operative candidates. So we have Remy and Kitty Pryde. Widow and the Red Guardian are going, and then Beast will come. I like how he uses the aliases also. He uses Gambit and Sprite. Totally forgot that Kitty Pryde was known as Sprite for a while. And then he informs him that Logan is also coming. And so we see that Wolverine does not have, he doesn't have his name. They don't call him the Wolverine. No fancy nickname for you. Mikhail goes by Archangel, which is very cool. And so this is how he gets his name from the Red Guardian. He can be the hair, the claws, Wolverine. That would be perfect. Our strike team is assembled. So what comes next is victory as we go back to the Eurasian Republic with Colossus standing on a throne. Receiving his inquiry, he is then interrupted by Magik, showing up with Omega Red, throwing the doctor in. I'm very sorry, brother, but she has let a secret spill. Why don't you tell us all, doctor? Tell us about your little plan. And so she does. I've discovered a way to harness the power of the heart of the cerebellum. I need time to test, but to use it would mean the utter destruction of the opposition. So she is going to use something to destroy the opposition. We'll have to see what that is in the next one. Thank you for listening, watching, enjoying. This was Ultimate Wolverine issue 7. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Peace out.